Welcome back in China, everybody. Good to see you all. Thank you for everybody that joined in or tuned in. It means that you had your notification bell on, and that is awesome. I'm so happy for that. Go ahead, click the like button. That is very important. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I am here in Qingdao, China, walking the streets. It's starting to get night, or starting to get dark, and that is when China is beautiful. And a lot of people were asking me to do more of these night streams. For some other reason, people love to see China at night time. So yeah, let's rock and roll. Hello everybody, welcome back. Hey, listen, get yourself some good merch. If you want some of these, you can email me and we can work out a deal for you. If you're not a nudist, you will definitely love this, because I can tell you now, this fabric that I chose is just fantastic. You will love it. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, listen, you can become a Patreon. You can find the link in my description and also in the pinned comment that I'm going to leave on this video. You want to become a Patreon because I release my podcasts exclusively on there for you guys to listen to, and I'm sure you will like it. Thank you for all that likes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk into this direction. I have no clue where we are going. I walked into a part of Qingdao that I've never really been, but I know that is the in-zone mall. And yeah, we're going to discuss a topic. Hello everybody that joined. You are so freaking awesome. And we're going to discuss a topic today. You know, as you read in the title, misunderstanding China is a real thing in the West. And that is what I want to talk about today. Because I feel everything that happens in China, and you know, people that have this hatred towards China, is all just one big misunderstanding. You know, it can be solved so easily, but let's just leave it there for a second. It's all one big misunderstanding. My gosh, it's beautiful. The lights are busy going on. Just look there in the distance, all those beautiful buildings. Yeah, let's go through here. Hi Peter, always good to see you. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for click that like button, ladies and gents. So anyway, yeah, I want to start by giving you my thought. I believe all this hatred towards China is one huge misunderstanding, and also it's led by fake Western mainstream media. Now here's the thing, you know, let's go a little bit back. Back in the day, the West criticized China for years and years about their corruption. So much so that they said the central government has no ability to solve the corruption issue here in China. They actually told China and the Chinese leaders the only way of fighting this corruption is implementing democracy into this country. They were trying their very best to persuade China essentially into a democracy, and they told them, listen guys, this is going to fix your corruption issue. But what happened? The central government fought the corruption, and they did so well that the West completely didn't understand how the hell did they get it right. How possible is it for the Chinese to run their own systems and fight this corruption so well? They actually did so well that, and still doing well, that corruption is basically non-existent. There are corruption everywhere, every country, every place on earth has got corruption. These guys over here treat corruption like seriously. People go to jail. I don't even want to tell you guys what happened to some of these people if they get caught in corruption, you know, schemes and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, my point is, so the government used their own systems and they basically controlled corruption over here in China. And now that things are going so well over here, the West don't believe it. They don't understand how China did this, and instantly the media is starting to report loads of bollocks about China, and some Western people that's never been to China instantly believe it. You see where I'm going with this? It's a huge misunderstanding. These people use their own systems, they achieve some stuff, and then they do it so good with our democracy that the Western media can't handle this. They need something bad on China to report. Otherwise, you know, reporting is dead. They need some negative reporting in the media, constantly trashing a country or people. And China is just silently winning and getting things done. So the Western media mislead the people in the West, and they start to believe this nonsense. So it's one huge misunderstanding. The point here is Western media lie to you. They mislead you. And then you guys that's never been to China, you guys that's never been to China instantly believe this. It's a misunderstanding, guys. It's a misunderstanding. You know, I can remember when I came to China. You know, actually I started off in Thailand. It was my first Asian country that I went to. And I remember when I just landed there, I was so confused. Everyone looked the same. You know, the streets looks different. Food, all the food, there's so many different foods. Everything was just different. And I was freaked out in the beginning. And I missed home so much that I watched, you know, news all the time, and some of my home country's episodes, TV soaps and all that kind of stuff. And in that news I was watching, they were trashing Asia. And, you know, I believed that because I was living there. And now I'm confused because, because I'm still new there. I'm a little bit, you know, freaked out, culture shock, and instantly I believe it. So that's the effect what the mainstream media has on people. It had it on me. And me as a person, I'm one of those people that, you know, accept a situation very easy, like very, very easy. I just want to show you guys this cute little shop over here. Look how cool is this. So cute. My head will not fit in there. So cool. Anyway, I'm a guy that accepts things and situations really, really fast and good because I'm an understanding kind of person. Anyway, it was hard for me, you know, seeing all this news about Asia and in my news that I'm used to, and living there in Thailand for the first couple of months. I still believed that news, and I was thinking, you know, regardless if I can accept the situation very good, I was like, what the hell did I just do to myself? And you know, ladies and gentlemen, 4 months later, oh, look at this food in here. My gosh, this is barbecue. I'll get myself something later. A few months later, I accepted where I was, and I started to understand the people around me. I understood how the roads work, how the taxis work, how the system works. And, you know, instantly I fell in love with the country, Thailand, and I still love Thailand. I just accepted where I was, how the system works, and how things operate. I just accepted it, and I started to learn a little bit more into the culture. It was so interesting. And I instantly loved the country. Then I came to China. And, you know, everybody was telling me, Jerry, you are making a big mistake. One huge mistake. And all this stereotype nonsense they told me. And I just decided I'm going to go with it. I'm going to check out China. Because remember now, I've been in many countries before. And also I come from South Africa, where there's a ton of different cultures and races and all sorts of languages and foods and different kind of stuff. So I'm kind of used to this. But at that stage, I felt like, hey, listen, I've been to England, I've been there, I've been to Thailand. Why not go check out China? You know, if you can fall into a system that fast, why not go check out the most spoken about country in the world, you know? So I did that. And let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning I was a little bit weird here in China because it's different. It's completely different, right? You know, one of the big things I can remember is they told me never trust Chinese people. And that was something that was stuck in my head like the first 2 months, 3 months here in China. And I didn't trust anyone. I didn't trust my work. I was walking around looking over my shoulder constantly. I was freaked out essentially of what is happening in this huge country and this different system and all that kind of stuff. And then it happened to me again. I just accepted my situation that I was in a new country, and accepted everything around me, and I just started to learn a little bit more about Chinese people. I got some Chinese friends, and you know, I watched some Chinese TV, although I couldn't understand a word what is going on there. But I was still watching it because it's very interesting for me moving to new countries and always check out the TV channels, the state channels and TV shows and stuff, because I don't know, I just like it. And yeah, instantly I fell in love with China and I started to accept the system, and I went on. Now here's what I want to explain to you guys real quick. It was a long lead in and all that kind of stuff, but just hear me out. So there's a lot of people that say once you get to China you are in a honeymoon stage, meaning everything is so wow, like what you guys see right here in front of me. Let me just flick this thing around. Like everything is just cool, people are cool, there's cool stuff happening in China. You are in the honeymoon stage. And then after that stage, when you start to understand the system and feel more comfortable in the country, then you start to get annoyed with some systems and some things that are happening in China. And normally after that, people, that's like year 3, year 2, year 3. And then people leave the country. Once they leave the country, they start speak to other people and preach that this is the worst place they have ever been. But deep down in their hearts, they know it's not true. They know it was a fantastic, fantastic country, a fun country to live in. But that is the stages they go through. Now, in my case, I made it through to year 5, and now I'm in year 7. Now, let me tell you, if you get past year 5, you fall into a position here in China, or a mindset here in China, that you start to see the beauty of the country. Beauty meaning you really understand the country now. You really understand people. You really understand what the shops are, like this little shop here, you know, selling her stuff here, hair stuff. So most probably this woman has a small shop next to the road here, so she's just doing like a little bit marketing, selling small stuff here and direct people to a shop. Stuff like that you start to understand. You understand the beauty of the people, what is going on in their hearts. You understand what is their feeling, how do they think. You really start to get to know this country as if it's your own. Now, guys, I want to make it clear. I want to make it very clear. China is a very, very difficult country to understand. It's not easy to understand China. And that's why I understand why some people have bad experiences here. But that is also why I speak to you guys and say, don't believe them. Especially guys going onto YouTube and social medias and Western media. the biggest lie in the world. But anyway, that's why these guys start to become anti-China, you know, because China is not an easy country to understand. You need to think on your head to understand what is going on here, you know, what taxi to take, how to do your visas over here, where are you in the city, how do subways work, what types of food to order for yourself, getting in small disputes with Chinese people, how to handle it, you know, all that kind of stuff. Now, I believe, oh, let me just show you guys here how nice it is. Peaceful. People are going back from work. It's now totally dark. Well, it looks like not really dark in the camera, but it is really dark. So much order. It's even quiet with these masses of cars lining up here. Anyway, yeah, so I want to tell you guys that this hatred towards China is 100% a misunderstanding, okay? It's really a misunderstanding. I don't want you guys to believe all that nonsense if people spew the facts and say, but look, China do this, China do that. Remember, China has a population of 1.4 billion people. You can't take one small mistake a country make and throw facts in YouTube videos and then act like you are the expert and generalize the whole China and Chinese people as being bad and, you know, the enemy. It's a misunderstanding. You need to understand this, people, to get China, to understand China in a better way. All right, and there are 3 ways I believe you can do this. The first one, and there may be people in the comment section down below that's gonna disagree with me, and you know, all that hate comments will fly in. You are welcome. I'm happy with that. I will try to answer you the best I can, but you know, the first thing people can do is understand China is not like the West. It's not the same, and it's okay to be different. This is a different country. There are different systems. The people do things differently. It's okay. All right? It is. If you can accept that, you will already have a huge understanding of China. It's okay to be different. Also, this is a big tip. Don't look at China through a Western eye. Like, try to find Western values in this country. You know, it's just wrong. It's unfair, because these people don't have the same values and same beliefs and same ways of doing things like back in the West, wherever you come from. You can't see China through a Western eye, moving here and then instantly pass your judgment onto this country. You can't do that. So I will say the first step in understanding China a little bit better is accepting that these people, beautiful people, peaceful people, are different. The country is different, systems are different, and accept that it is okay 100% be different. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is, I believe people should acknowledge the CCP, the legitimacy of the CCP. That is one huge thing people struggle to do. Just accept and acknowledge the legitimacy of the CCP. The reason is, these people want this government. That's what you guys don't understand. The people in China want this government to govern their country because they are doing a fantastic job. Now, there's going to be a lot of comments in the comment section, I know. I'm not going to cover everything, because then it's going to be like a 2-hour video, but I want to touch on this while we're on the CCP, and while I ask you guys, just acknowledge the legitimacy of the CCP. Doesn't matter what you think of them, just acknowledge them. It's a legitimate political party leading this country, and just accept this, because this political party will stay in power for a very long time to go, and that's the best way of starting to work with China. Accept what they want. That is basically it. Now, there's a lot of people that's going to say, but Chinese people are oppressed. Oh really? Well, here's what I want to tell you. If they are really so oppressed, you guys don't even know that. Why are there between 7 and 8 million Chinese people traveling abroad, America included, Australia, New Zealand, where the hell ever around the world, travel abroad for a holiday and they come back? So number one, if they didn't want the system running over here, they will come into China and try, you know, stir up trouble to get people to believe in this democracy that they just saw on their holiday trip, number one. Number two, if they're so scared of their government, they would never come back. Think about that for a second. They would never come back. But they do come back, and guess what? Next year, they will go abroad again for a holiday. And another thing, this government is doing so great for its people that they do have money to travel abroad and have a great holiday there. Think about that for a second. Now, another thing, I want you guys to acknowledge that China is different, as I said. Acknowledge the legitimacy of the CCP. And then the final thing, the Western media, or just media in general, can start they can do balanced reports from now on about this country. Because it's only one-sided, you know. That is why I'm so pro-China, because this Western media is so one-sided, trying to paint this country as this villain and evil monster, that I need to jump in and show you guys, listen, there are foreigners that really believe China is a good place and that are living here happily. But I call on media, YouTubers, because I'm too small to take on Western media, although I say fuck Western media, but Western fucking mainstream media, sorry for my words, but I call on these people to do balanced reporting about China. It's okay if they do criticizing reports on China, because it's good for China. They can fix some issues, you understand? They can definitely use that and fix some issues, but you can't go and only report on bad stuff and paint this country as an evil villain. That's also wrong. It's not going to fly. Look at this cool alley. Let's go up here, let's check it out. You can't do that. So yeah, if those three things, acknowledge that China is different from the West, accept the legitimacy of the CCP and the people want their government, and Western media start to report more fair and balanced news about China, I promise you now, the world will start understand China much better. And that is why I tell you guys, it's one huge misunderstanding. Because all these 3 points that I just gave to you guys, they are the biggest points that confuse people and raise questions and essentially make people believe this is such a bad place. It's a misunderstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I'm in an alley with a camera in my face. I have freedom here because nobody's going to attack me. In fact, I enjoy walking here. I've never been here. But you can't do this. You can't do this in other countries. You can do it in China. And yet the Western media is criticizing this place constantly. Doesn't make sense, man. So I want you guys to, if you take nothing away from this video, just think about this for a second. Just think about it for a second. Everything is one huge misunderstanding. China is not an evil place. It's a misunderstanding, guys. And I am, again, what the hell? Look at that. Some fish. Dried fish. Oh, it smells awesome. I am a walking, proof of it. I live here. I know what I'm talking about. I'm no political expert, but I'm also no stupid person. I'm not dumb. I can see what is happening around me, and I can feel what is happening around me. And I can tell you guys how I feel. You know, I am literally in a small alley right now. You can see for yourselves. And I promise you now, I have 0% fear. Zero. Zero, zero. I haven't even looked behind me. Let's see how it looks like behind me. Whoa. Whoa. No. All cars are here. Tomorrow when people want to go to work, their cars will be here. Nothing will be stolen or broken. Or nobody will lie on the streets dead, or there will be no drug addicts lying in the gutters. Everything will be exactly the same as what it is right now. That reminds me of Harry Potter. How cool is that? So yeah, that's what I want to tell you guys is, seriously, it's a misunderstanding. It's really a misunderstanding, and I hope we can use my channel because I do raw and uncut footage from China. I'm going to do better footage with a camera. I'm waiting for a camera. But I'm also doing a lot of live streams, and oh my God, this is like a small little, like a small market. How cool is this? I do raw and uncut footage from this beautiful, beautiful country. And you guys can make up your own mind. So that is what I want this channel to be, is basically you guys that see how it is while I do this live and walk around without making a beautiful tourist brochure about China. I show you the real China, how it is. And I hope this will open up your mind, that you guys can see that China is really, really not what the West is trying to let you believe it is. I think let's walk up there real quick. Let's see how it looks like over there. I will soon read some comments, and I want to tell you guys, there's a lot of trolls on my channel. Please don't bother too much, because I don't care at all. I believe in what I say. I show you guys truth. So I don't care, these people. Let them go wild. They just help us with the algorithm. So let that fools do whatever they want. Hello. Hello, ni hao. Let's see, what is this? A little area for babies to play. How cool is that? Right here in the middle of the street. Huh? How cool is that? Nobody is going to steal this. Nobody is going to steal this at all. These people enjoy this. Look at this young boy enjoying. Yeah, guys, this is China, man. This is the real China. Look how at peace this guy is selling his stuff. Hello. Ni hao. How cool is this? I've never been there and I'm actually lost, but I love it because we see this together. Listen, go ahead, click that like button, guys. That helps me a lot. And also remember, you can become a Patreon. Patreon, I do a lot of podcasts and share some personal photos with me here in China, me and my family. So if you are into that, go become a Patreon. It will help me a lot because I'm in a big fight with YouTube. I don't think they will ever give me my money from YouTube, so I'll just roll with Patreon. Link in the description. Also, get yourself some good merch. Just check this out, guys. Check this cool little place out. Wow. Beautiful modern buildings there in the distance. You can tell by seeing that blue skyscraper tower sticking out there. And then here we're in the middle. Oh, I love this candy. This is really, really good. Look at this. This is my favorite, man. It's awesome. Yeah, let's go down here. Anyway, I will read some comments if you guys want. Ask me a question. Tell me, do you agree, do you disagree with me that it's all just one big, huge misunderstanding between most Western people and China? You know, I know a lot of people will hit me on why are they not free press in China. I have covered this so many times, I will say it one more time. The reason is the government control the media, that the real true media goes to the people. instead of what is happening in America, where you get lies from one news network like CNN and then lies from another news network like Fox News, two different opinions about the same thing. They don't want that. They want to give the people true news. And also, here's another thing. Why are there so many Chinese journalists that go study abroad in America or wherever they go study, and they come back to China and they find a good work here doing journalism? I mean, really, just think about that for a second. So it's all one huge misunderstanding. We as a people around the world are beautiful, beautiful creations. I can tell you guys, all of us, doesn't matter if you look Chinese, if you look Western, whatever race you are, man, we are one people of this planet. And just look at that. How cool is this little street? How cool is that little street? So please leave me your opinions in the comment section. Tell me if you agree with me or not. I say it's one huge misunderstanding. China and the West. Because look at this place. Super beautiful. It's one huge misunderstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Please learn more about China. Do yourself a favor. Get into China. Come check it out. Get on a flight. Come have a small holiday. I promise you, your mind will change. You will agree with me then that it's only one big misunderstanding. And the biggest thing is Western media is the big culprit here. They are misleading you. They are lying to you. They can't handle that China is not the evil thing, because then they don't have something to report on and, you know, make stories about. They will lose a lot of business. So it's all dirty business. It's lies. It's fake. It's nonsense. I am in China. Follow this channel if you want to see China in real time. And before I let you guys go, I just want to show you this. Look how beautiful and clean the streets are. I have no clue where I am, but this is super beautiful. Just have a look with your own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real China. And with that, I want to tell you guys, love each and every one of you. Please remember, it's one big misunderstanding. Chinese people love you, and I love each and every one of you. Have a good night, everybody. Chat to you soon.